Got the red, white, blue flying way up high, and we stand and salute to the ones that fight. And we don't give a damn if you don't like this American pride, American pride. Gonna fly this flag till the day I die.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is my audience. Look to your left. Look to your right. How would you like to be a leader? How would you like to lead men, women on the front lines? How many of you feel stuck? Feel like you're going nowhere? Feel like the world is coming down around you? How would you like to gain discipline, experience the workforce is looking for? Well, I'm going to tell you just how you can do this. People preach to you about going to college all the time. Continue your education. Well, just like myself, you all know how expensive it is. How would you like to attend college for free, plus receive money while learning new career paths, while staying close to friends, family, without devoting a lot of time away? The United States Armed Forces will allow you to do this. There are multiple reasons the younger generation needs to join the armed forces. There's so many long-term benefits that could help them achieve their goals. This is a chance for you to make your future what you want it. There are so many different skill sets to service, so each and every one of you should be able to find a job. You will also be serving your country, keeping your family safe. Not only does this military teach you discipline, leadership, resilience, it forces you to think on your toes so you can overcome many different challenges. All these skills will help you later in your life, such as if you want to start your own business, you'll be able to. You'll catch yourself standing taller with your shoulders held back high, not hunched over like I see many students walking down the hallways. You'll be more proficient at what you do. You will expect excellence from yourself and others as well. Let's discuss the impact of the younger generation not joining the armed forces and the benefits that they can receive if they do join the armed services. The next generation of young men and women that are protecting our country, from Army.com. A study from the Pentagon shows that 77% of young Americans would not qualify for the military. They would need a waiver to being overweight, using drugs, or having mental or physical health problems. The youth are more disconnected and disinterested compared to previous generations. They find no satisfaction in anything that they accomplish. They would rather sit at home on their phones, not leaving mom and dad's house. There is still hope though. How many other choices that you make can take you around the world so that you can experience the vast cultures that are out there? Taste a few foods that otherwise you would not know existed. You will be able to meet so many different people, make so many new friends. You will find you finally belong to something. You have a purpose, goals to accomplish. You will have a family with a tight bond, tighter than your own family, because you know that your brother and sister in arms will have your back when you need it the most. How the next generation is different. This is from Army.mil website. Post-millennials, also known as Gen Zs, born from 1996 to the present, now constitute nearly 90% of the Army's active duty and junior enlisted. Nearly 35% of all junior officers. That came from Defense Manpower Data Center 2018. Gen Zs are different in that they are the first generation to grow up with computers, smartphones, and the internet. That comes from Patel Magazine 2017. This is what I would call the new Army as times have changed. From standing in a line shooting your enemy only 50 feet away. We now have drones that are flown from halfway around the world that can eliminate a threat from 30,000 feet. We have weapons that can hit a precise target with little or no collateral damage. Military today is becoming so advanced, we need this generation that has been raised on computers and smartphones. How do we keep soldiers and recruit new ones? This is from an interview with Staff Sergeant Mickley. She's a recruiter for the Iowa National Guard in Davenport, Iowa. The benefits and information that I'm going to give you are more towards the Iowa Army National Guard just due to this interview. Benefits play a huge role in the re-enlistment and recruitment. The Iowa Army National Guard pays you 100% tuition assistance a year. State tuition assistance is $9,034 a year. Federal tuition assistance, $4,500. Also, you have the Montgomery GI Bill. It gives you $480 a month, along with a GI Bill kicker of $350 a month. That's if you score 50 or above on your ASVAB. So study, study, study. Student loan repayment of $50,000 for federal loans, with starting pay between $307 and $402 per drill weekend. Plus, you only go once a month and for 2 weeks a year. Guaranteed training and many different career options. That's from the Iowa Army National Guard website. Just in the Iowa Army National Guard, there are over 120 different career paths to choose from. Medics, dentists, mechanics, cybersecurity, and many, many more. Take your pick. Choose one. Many of these schools are ran by individuals that have done this job set for years, or retired personnel that use it to do this skill set. Plus, there are so many other schools that you can sign up for that will help you advance in your military career. Other benefits than education are you have a full-time job, you get free medical care, free dental care, you get free housing, or you get housing allowance, which means they pay you to live on base. You get free food, tax-exempt groceries, tax-exempt clothes. God, it don't get no better than that. One of the arguments that you might receive from this speech is, I do not want to join the military because I do not want to carry a weapon. I do not want to fight another person. Well, my argument is there are so many different jobs in the service and or different service branches where you can go and you don't carry a weapon, or you don't even see an enemy your whole military career. Look at the Navy. They're on the water most of the time. You could be a preacher, a dentist, anything. So now let's talk about the retirement. Once you get your 20 years in, you're eligible for retirement, which includes life, health, dental, VA home loans, which is 0 down payment. As many of you want to own your own home and be independent, this is an awesome opportunity. You also get a 401k with 5% match. You would also be eligible to come back as a civilian contractor and work on the base while receiving your pension, plus getting paid to teach your skill set. This is what we call double dipping. So, in summary, my conclusion is the United States military is having the hardest time it has had in recruitment. The younger generation does not seem to be interested in serving their country. So what does this mean? As our military gets older, with very minimal recruits joining, our military will eventually fail. When this happens, we as a country become very vulnerable to attacks on our soil or attempts at hostile takeover. If we cannot figure out a way to get the younger generation to join our military ranks, the United States is in grave danger. Believe me, you do not want terrorists running your towns, your cities, your life. Make the choice to protect your country, your freedoms, your rights. Join any branch of the service, as they all are hurting right now. There are a lot of benefits to help you in your decision. That's right, you have a decision for right now. My works cited is military.com, armyupress.com, Staff Sergeant Mickley interview, recruiter from Davenport, Iowa, recruiting.army, newsweek.com, and the federalnewsnetwork.com.
There's nothing special about being American. None of you can define for me what an American is.
I am the nation. I was born on July 4th, 1776, and the Declaration of Independence is my birth certificate. The bloodlines of the world run in my veins because I offered freedom to the oppressed. I am many things and many people. I am the nation. I'm 200 million living souls and the ghost of millions who have lived and died for me. I'm Nathan Hale and Paul Revere. I stood at Lexington and fired the shot heard round the world. I'm Washington, Jefferson, Patrick Henry. I'm John Paul Jones, the Green Mountain Boys, Davy Crockett. I'm Lee.
This concludes my speech, and this is my audience.